Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome you all in PIST Virtual Learning System session 2020. This is our third video lecture, and this lecture is for grade first year boys and girls, subject computer science, and we are on chapter number 1, overview to computer system. So in previous lecture, we was discussing about the system software. System software is computer software designed to operate the computer hardware and to provide a platform for running application software. System software also provides services to computer users and application programs. System software basically is a set of programs to control and manages the operations of the computer hardware. It controls the usage and allocation of different hardware components. So we have different types of system software, and the examples of the system softwares are operating system, device driver, utility programs, and language translator. Now, first of all, what is an operating system and how does it works? Computer, and you want to use your computer, so first of all you have to install an operating system. So operating system provide the support and the connection and an interface between the user and the hardware. So here is your hardware. Here we have a system software. In the previous slide, here was the system software, but the operating system is a major type of a system software, so we can write here operating system as well. So operating means to operate something, to operate your system, and system means that when we have different components and these components work together to achieve some common objective. So in computer system, we have different components, and operating system is used to operate your computer system easily. It provides the support, and it can provide support to all other application software, and with the help of operating system, then user can access the computer hardware easily. So this is used to provide an interface. Operating system is used to provide the interface to the user. With the help of this operating system, we can use our resources easily. Operating system manages the hardware and software resources of a computer system, such as CPU, storage devices, and all input and output devices. Some commonly used operating systems are Windows 7, Windows XP. All these are the flavors of the Windows. Windows 10 nowadays we have Linux, Sun, Android. All these are the types of operating system, and different operating systems we have for different devices. Like on Apple devices, we have Apple operating system. On smartphones, we have Android operating system, and most commonly we are using Windows operating system on our system. Linux is another. Unix and Linux is operating system, and this is a free and open source operating system. Open source means that you can make the changes according to your requirement. Operating system task. Operating system perform the following task. The first of all, allocate system resources. Means that we have different resources. So this is the operating system duty to allocate your system resources. Then manage files by maintaining a proper file and a folder system. With the help of operating system, there is a facility you can make your folders. In that folders, you can arrange your files easily. So it is quite easy to manage your files and folder with the help of operating system. Load and execute application software. If you have an operating system on your computer system, so you can install any type of application software easily. You can download from the internet, you can install from the CD, you can install from the USB. So you can load and execute any kind of application software easily if you have operating system on your computer. Controls the operations of all the input and output devices. IO means input and output devices. So with the help of operating system, we can control all type of input and output devices. We can interact and we can control all IO operations and instructions. Maintains security. So operating system maintains your system security with the help of your username and the password. You can create the accounts. We can use the password to protect from unauthorized access. So with the help of operating system, you can apply the security. Controls network operation. If you want to connect your computer with any other computer or even on an internet, so with the help of operating system, you can connect on a network and you can control the network activities and operations easily. Provide user interface. So this is a facility provided by the operating system that it provides a proper interface where user can interact. Like when we have a GUI operating system, Windows. So on Windows, you know that we have a proper desktop. On the desktop, we have the icons, we have dialog boxes, we have windows. We can just read the instruction, press the OK button, cancel button. So it is quite easy to use the graphical user interface. Device drivers. In computing, a device driver is a computer program that operates or controls a particular type of device that is attached to a computer. More commonly known as a driver, a device driver or hardware driver is a group of files that enable one or more hardware devices to communicate with the computer's operating system. Without drivers, the computer would not be able to send and receive data correctly to hardware devices such as a printer. So device driver is very important in our computer system. So you can check here we have a hardware. After having a hardware, on the second step, we have a device driver. So we have different devices, we can attach different devices with our computer according to our requirement. But when we attach the device, so we can use the driver of those devices. Okay. Some devices are plug and play devices. Plug and play devices means that when you will attach those devices to the computer system, automatically they are plug and play. Okay, like mouse, keyboard, monitor, USB flash. Mouse, keyboard, monitor, and USB flash are plug and play devices. Their software is pre-installed with software. When you will attach these devices with the computer system, so automatically they will plug and play. Automatically you can use. Their softwares and drivers are in pre-installed with your Windows software. But if you want any other external devices like printer, scanner, webcam, the digital cam. So you have to install the drivers for those devices. If the appropriate driver is not installed, the device may not function properly, if at all. With some devices, the device may work, but all of its features may not be work. For example, a computer mouse usually works without drivers. It is a plug and play device. As you know that we will attach the mouse and automatically it detects and works. But if you have more buttons on your mouse, so you have to install the device driver for that mouse. Or otherwise, your software, your mouse will not work properly. All its function, all its buttons will not work properly. Utility programs. This is another type of your system software. Utility program is a type of a system software that allows a user to perform maintenance type tasks, usually related to managing a computer, its devices, or its programs. Utility software, simply we can call it utilities, provides additional facilities to carry out tasks which used to enhance the capabilities of your operating system. So few utility programs are include File Manager, Image Viewer, Personal Firewall, Uninstaller, Disk Scanner, Disk Defragmenter, Diagnostic Utility, Backup Utility, and Screensaver. So all these are the small utilities and the small programs which are used to enhance your features of the Windows and the operating system and your system software. Like the clean disk or disk defragmenter, disk scanner is used to scan your disk and find out the free space and occupy space and arrange your files and folders in one side. So These are some sort of different utility programs are available, and you can also download. Backup utility is used to take the backup of your window, your documents. Screensaver is used to protect your screen. So if you are not working, after some time you can set the screensaver, it will appear on your screen, it will protect your screen. Few important utilities are like Google Chrome, the most famous utility program which we can install and download from the Google. And this is a web browser. Basically, it is a web browser which is used to browse your files and application, browse your websites. With the help of Google Chrome, you can browse your website, you can enter your web address, and with the help of Google Chrome, you can view the web pages. This is a web browser. Like that, we have different antivirus software like AVG, Avira. All these are the popular antivirus programs which we have. CD burner is used to burn and write your files on the CD-ROM. And then we have audio and video players which are available. So these are the some important utility programs. According to your requirement, you can install and you can use. Now here is a language processor and translator. The language processor and translator is used to convert your high-level language and program into the low-level language. The computer can only understand machine language, which consists of zeros and ones. Therefore, any program written in assembly language or high-level language must be translated into machine language before execution by the computer. So the language processor are used to translate computer programs into machine language. Okay, so it also detects errors in the programs. It takes a program written in source code and converts it into machine code. It discovers and identifies the errors during translation. We have three main types of language translator and the processor: assembler, compiler, and interpreter. So remember that your computer language is the binary language. Binary language means that the machine language, 0, 1, 0, it can only understand 1, 0, 0, 1 like this. Okay. And if you want to write your program and you want to give the instruction in high level language, the computer cannot understand directly. You have to translate that language into the machine language. For this purpose, we can use the language processor and the language translator, which are used to translate your high level languages into low level languages and in machine language. For this purpose, we have different types of language translator: assembler, compiler, and interpreter. First of all, we have a assembler. Basically, assembler is a type of a translator, and it is used to translate your assembly language into the machine language. And assembler is a software that translates assembly language programs into the machine language. We have two types of programming languages: high level languages and low level languages. As you can see here, high level languages and low level languages. We have two types. In low level languages, we have two types: machine language and the assembly language. Assembly language is a one step higher to the machine language. Machine language is a computer language and computer can understand easily, but assembly language is a one step higher. And here we have some codes. These codes are called mnemonics, and with the help of these codes we can write some instructions, but computer cannot understand those codes. So computer must translate those codes into machine code and the machine language. For this purpose, we have assembler. Assembler is used to convert your computer instruction into the binary zeros and ones and convert your assembly language into the machine language. Then we have an interpreter. Interpreter basically is used to convert your high level language into the low level language in assembly language and then binary language. Interpreter interprets, it translates one by one, line by line. Okay, so interpreter basically is a software that translates high level language into machine language but it translates one instruction at a time and execute. Before translating the next instruction, first of all, it will convert the first instruction, the first line, then convert it, then pass to the next line. If there is any error, it will find out and give the error. So it can work line by line, step by step. That's why it is called interpreter, interprets one sentence, one line. Programs therefore run slowly. So interpreter runs slowly. The programs written in this language convert slowly. Okay. So programmers can quickly identify errors and fix them on the spot. They translate the translator must be present on the computer for the program is to be run. So interpreter is slow in speed and it can translate your program line by line. First it can translate the first line, convert into the low level language and the binary code, then it come to the next line. Then we have a compiler. Compiler converts the whole code into one file. So it compiles as a whole page, whole program at once. So compiler is a software that translates a programs written in a high level language into machine language. It converts the entire program into machine language before execution by the computer. It takes your high level language and takes the program and convert into the low level language. The file can then be run on any computer without the translator needing to be present. It can take a long time to compile source code as the translator will often have to convert the instructions into various set of machine code as different CPUs will understand instruction with different machine code from one another. So it is one step higher to the interpreter. The difference between the compiler and interpreter is that your compiler can compile your program as a whole and find the errors at once at the end of the program, and interpreter interprets your program line by line and find the error line by line. So interpreter is slow, but the compiler is fast. Application software. Application software is a type of a computer program that performs a specific and the personal task, personal, educational, and business function. So as we discussed in the before slides that we have two major types of software, system software and application software. So application software, basically we have different types of application software for different purposes. For personal use, for educational use, for business use, we have different application softwares are available. So application software is a set of programs. Basically, application software is a set of programs designed to perform a specific task. For example, application software for payroll processing, produce payslips, and application software for processing examination results, produce mark sheet along the same other statistical report. So there are various application softwares are available for different purposes. We have a word processor. This is a word processor software. With the help of word processor, you can produce your documents, you can type your documents. Then we have a spreadsheet, MS Excel. Like MS Excel is used to produce your spreadsheet. You can make your payroll system, your examination system, your billing system. You can put your formulas, you can do calculation easily. And accounting application, we have different accounting application according to our requirement. We can use those accounting application. Our web browser is also application software like Google Chrome, any other web browser we have. So this is application software. An email client, we have different email softwares and applications which are available for us: Gmail, Yahoo, MSN, Hotmail. A media player, we have different media players, a file viewer, simulators, a console game, or a photo editor. So these are the some application softwares which are available and we can use according to our requirement. Types of application software. So we have different types of application softwares, and according to our requirement, we can use those types. First of all, we have productivity software. Productivity software is used to improve the way people do their work. It speeds up the daily routine tasks performed by individuals and team by eliminating the repetitive tasks. Productivity software include word processing, spreadsheet, database management, and graphic software. So we have a complete package of Microsoft Office. In Microsoft Office, we have word processor, spreadsheet, PowerPoint, Outlook Express, Publisher. So this is a complete package, and here we can use for productivity software according to our requirement. Business software. Business software is used to run business activities. It helps in efficiently running business functions of a company. Examples of business softwares are payroll, accounting, inventory, and retail software. So according to our requirement, we can use the payroll system, inventory system, and retail system. And these softwares are available on the internet, and you can also develop, you can hire a software company or a person, they can develop for you according to your requirement, according to your organization requirement. Then we have a entertainment software. Entertainment software is used to entertain people. It includes games, audio video players. So with the help of these entertainment software, we can watch videos, we can enjoy music, and we can edit your image files, we can edit our videos. So there are lots of entertainment softwares are available. There are lots of games are available nowadays. So kids can enjoy the games and play the games. Then we have a educational software. Educational software is used to educational software is used for learning purpose. We can learn anything, and you can use the educational software. Examples of educational softwares are programs that teach about human body, working on an engine, solar system, typing tutor, foreign language, music, and subject like mathematics, physics, chemistry, like this. So we have various application softwares are available on internet. So we can download those educational software, and we can use those educational software according to our requirement, according to our educational need. Now differentiate between system software and the application software. At the end, we will find the differences between the system software and the application software. So when we have a system software, so it means that we have an operating system on our computer system. So a system software that manages computer hardware and software resources and provides common services for computer programs. An application software designed to perform a group of coordinated functions, tasks, or activities for the benefit of the user. Secondly, application software works as the interface between the user and hardware, perform process management, memory management, task scheduling, hardware devices, controlling, and many more. And application software perform a single specific task. We have application software to perform a specific task, like word processor is used to produce the documents, the spreadsheet is used to produce the your spreadsheets. Hardware, sorry, operating system developed using C, C++, and assembly language. So with the help of these programming languages, we can develop our operating system or a system software. But in application software, developed using Java, Visual Basic, and C++. System software boot up when the user switches on the computers and run till the switches off the machine. An application software runs only when the user requests to run the application. When you will open the application, when you will click on the application, then that application will run. But your operating system and the system software boots up when the user switches on the computer and the device, and till run when you switch off the machine. And system software necessary for the proper functionality of the computer, and application software cannot be installed without an operating system. So you must have an system software. So before installing the application software, so if you have a system software and the proper system software, then you can install the application software. So means that the system software and the operating system provide the support to all other application software. So examples of the system software is Windows, Unix, Linux, and DOS. Windows is a graphical user operating system, GUI environment, and normally we are using Windows operating system where we have a proper desktop, we have icons, and with the help of a mouse we can select the instruction, we can select the icons, and we have a dialog boxes, we have a windows. So it is quite easy, it have a proper interface. DOS is a disk operating system, and here this is a command line operating system. There is some commands, you have to know the commands and type that command to make the instruction. And Linux and Unix are operating system. These are the open source operating system, and free and open source. According to your requirement, you can make the changes in these operating system. On the other hand, we have a Word and spreadsheets, presentation, multimedia tools, database management system. All these are the types of your application software which we can use according to our requirement. If you want to type an application, if you want to make your assignment, and you want to produce a simple document, so you can use Microsoft Word, the word processor. But if you want to maintain the database of your students, your examination system, so you must install a database management system, DBMS, on your system. With the help of database management system, you can manage your database. And if you want to do any kind of calculation, you want to make the payroll system, and you want to do the calculation of student result sheet like journal sheet, so you can use the spreadsheets. Microsoft Excel you can use to do the calculation. So we have multimedia tool if you want to do the addition and removal and crop your videos and images. So there are lots of multimedia tools are available which you can use for your requirement. Thank you so much, students.